Hi y'all, it's Amy with Renewing Stitches, and this is my 47th bajillionth take. 47 bajillionth, that's the word. It is Tuesday, April 30th, and it is a lovely day outside. I've said it like 40 bajillion times. It is lovely outside. It's hot, or it's getting warm. It's 80 degrees and humid, but it is so pretty. It is a pretty spring day. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're stitching, and if you're not, I hope you're getting to stitch soon. It has been so lovely to hear everything that y'all are stitching on. The question of the week last week about the noise that you would be was fun. I'm glad y'all liked Victor Borg. That was funny. I think I said it wrong during the Flosstube, but when I found his video, it's not Borgen, it's Borg. But y'all's, no, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Y'all's answers to the question were fun. Good answers. So it has been so lovely interacting with y'all. Thank you for replying and answering and liking and subscribing, all that stuff. You all know that, but I appreciate you all. Let's see. I wanted to show you first. I'm sitting here swinging my legs. You can't see it. My seat's up high. Swinging my legs. Thinking things out. It is going to be a finish heavy day. First, I want to show you some stitchy kindness. My friend Shelley with It's Only Stitching, I will link her below. We've been talking, she's Key X Stitch on Instagram. We've been visiting about her finish. She finished Sandi stitches. Yeah, flowers and crowns. She finished this, and she converted the colors from a subtle palette here to a brighter palette, and I loved it. And so I had asked her several weeks ago about the conversion, so when I get to stitch it, I could use that conversion because I love the colors. And she said, here is the conversion, and I'm sending you the pattern, and I got this. She said, okay, also a few weeks ago I mentioned that I loved the Woman with the Parasol, the Mini Masterpieces. We'll get to that in a minute, but I was saving the Mini Masterpiece Woman with a Parasol for last because it's my favorite and I wanted to stitch it for myself. Well, in addition to the pattern and her lovely conversion, she sent this. And I am so tickled. I am, oh, yes, it's my favorite of these. I do need to straighten it out in the frame. I framed it. She did not. Her stitching is beautiful. She would have framed it perfectly, I'm sure. But I put it in one of the frames that I had ordered for the gifts, and it's not perfect. But her stitching is so lovely, and the gift is perfect. Thank you, Shelley. I just am excited. I'm excited to put it up. I'm excited to have it done, and it's just lovely. The back stitching is no joke. You're right. You are right. All right. So I wanted to share that with you. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. And I've told you before, but I wanted to show everybody your stitching. Go see her Flosstube if you haven't. She finished that. She shows that in her last Flosstube, plus several others. And oh, she's a sampler girl. Oh my goodness. Such lovely, lovely stitching. Very enabling, be warned. Okay, so we'll get on to the Mini Masterpieces. These are, she stitched it from the Stitch Patterns. I got this off of Amazon. They have an Etsy shop, and I've said it before, it's the Stitch Patterns. I'll link them below. Online you can get, on the Etsy shop you can get this, but it's 60 patterns instead of 50. Also they have I guess it's a lifetime membership, a lifetime option where you can get everything that's in their shop plus anything that comes available, which is a great deal. And it's very affordable for what you get. It's just amazing. There are several that I'd like to stitch that aren't in this book, so that is definitely an option. But I was stitching these for my fellow co-op moms, and if you're new here, hi, glad you're here, and if you're not new here, you know the spiel, but I am so glad you're here. I can't wait to share with you what I've done. So we homeschool. We have two boys. They are 16 and 17, and we are part of a homeschool co-op that does the fine arts. We are a Charlotte Mason co-op, and we study all the things that we would normally study in our homeschool, which is Shakespeare and poetry and artist and composer, and we read Plutarch. I mean, it's just very rich. So this year we just finished yesterday, was our last co-op. We have studied Tintoretto, Georges Seurat, and Claude Monet. And I had this I ordered this last year. It is still available because I've seen it out there. And also Sandi, Stitching with Sandi, recently got it too. So I know it's still out there. But hers, she got with, it's like a two for one. There's another one, a companion book that goes with it that has more. Anyway, where was I going? Okay, I got this last year thinking that I would stitch some out of it for them last year. Well, it got away from me and I had things come up. We studied Van Gogh and a few others, but Van Gogh was in here. Who else that we studied that I was going to stitch? Jean Van Eyck. I can't remember. It's been Sanzio. Anyway, this year it doesn't matter. This year I stitched the prints of some of the ones that we were studying. Now, not every one that I stitched is something that we studied, and there's two that are close to what we studied. So I'm just going to show you I'm going to show you what we studied that's related to this and show you my finishes. So I'm going to show you also in order all that. Oh my, how long have I been talking? All that. I'm going to show you in order of how I stitch it. So I started with the bathers. Sunday. A Sunday morning is what the pattern is called, or Sunday afternoon. But this is a Sunday on La Grande Jatte. This is the portrait. I love it. It's so beautiful. I really enjoy Seurat's paintings. He's been one of my favorites. This is the Mini Masterpiece, and I believe it's a Sunday afternoon is what it's called in the book. But you can see the similarities. So I'll hold it up a little bit. Okay, the next one I stitched was called the Bathers in the book, but it's Bathers at I don't know French and I don't want to mess it up, but that's the painting. I'm sure you've seen it. It's so pretty. And here's the stitch version. It's just a snippet. Love it. Let's see. And then the next one I stitched was the Eiffel Tower, also Seurat. So far, these are Seurat. All of these three are Seurat. Now, when we were studying this, the students and I were talking about, what's going on here. And we all decided that it was just clouds covering the top of the Eiffel Tower. Well, in 1889, when Seurat was painting this, the Eiffel Tower wasn't complete. So that's why it's not there. But I don't know if you can see, it's dots. It's pixely, but not square pixels. It's dot of the painting from the brush. Oh, I would love to see these in person. Here's the mini. So kind of the same. The top is on this one, but it's okay. They'll get it. They understand. All right, the next ones are from Monet. This is the water lily pond. And this is water lilies. So this is a snippet of this, but I believe there's also a painting. I'm pretty sure there's a water lily painting. And here's the other one. This is Japanese garden. Okay, now one that we didn't study, but that is Monet, is the Twilight in Venice. Did that one. And then one that we studied was called Tulip Fields in Holland, and it's pretty close to this one. So I wanted to show you this. Tulip Fields in Holland. And this one is Poppy Field. Okay. And then, so last time I saw you, I was working on this one. So I finished it, and then I started and finished this one. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Doesn't it make you feel like spring? Woman in the with the parasol. And here's my finish. So that back stitch is no joke. And I like the oatmeal fabric, or the natural. So excited to have that. Thank you again. All right, so that's that one. So this is start and finish since I've seen you. So that is all that. Very fun. I am so glad to be done, but it was fun. So thankful. And I'm thankful that for y'all that encouraged me. You encouraged me and you rooted me on. You can get it done. Yay, go. And several have been enabled, which is great. They're just so fun. So fun. It is full coverage stitching, but it is tiny full coverage stitching. So all of those are done. I will wrap them up. And my thought is to play the white elephant, so they can, because I really don't know who to put with what painting, or what painting to put with who. So my thought is just to do like a white elephant type deal, where they can pick one, and if they want to steal, they can, or if they want to pick another one, that's fine. And if there's one that they want and they didn't get, I can certainly stitch it for them over the summer. So anyway, that is all. So thank y'all for your encouragement and your motivation to get it done. So you really pushed me. So thank you. All right. The only other things I have are starts, because it is the end of April and my May is going to be moving along May. I'm going to mostly work on whips because I've had a bunch of new starts. I started a bunch so far this year. I have. And I'm up to 36 whips now with these two starts, and I want to get those down. So I started the 2 whip goes that were pulled last for April. Jessie Marie does stuff. Here, let me see if I can move this around. Jessie Marie does stuff, has put together whip go for several years now. She draws numbers every month, and you make your own board, you make your own rules, and here is what I have. So my board includes designers. I have a designer board of mostly ones that I have not stitched. Now, if there are some that are pulled that I have stitched, or not have stitched, that I'm working on, I will stitch on those. I'm not going to start a new, like this time for May, Plum Street was called on my board. I have a Plum Street. It's heritage the Heritage Sampler, and it's started. It's in rotation, and I'm going to get back to it and stitch on it. Yay, I've been missing it. So for April, the two pulls were, for me, The Needle and I and Stacy Nash Primitive. So I started the Summer House. This is from, right here, 1987. And it's just 4 houses. I started with the summer because I figured I would get that one done before summer. And where am I? Right here. This is on, I believe it's a monk cloth. I found it at a secondhand sale, and I've washed it because it needed a good wash. It had some spots, so I thought I had to go ahead and wash it. And so here's my start. Yes, there we go. We got the star and some blue and red. It's a small start, but it's a start. So right here. I was working on those minis most of the time. But that's my start for that one. The Needle and I. Seasonal houses. And then the other start was Stacy Nash Rose Cottage Sampler. And this is on, I dyed it. I believe it's, and I didn't write it down. I think it's an 18 count. I did in like a caramel, was it caramel red dye? So I have the roof outlined and the house partially outlined. So I did that. 2 small starts, but they're starting nonetheless. And so they will go into whips, and I will work on them next month, starting tomorrow, whatever that is. So outline of the house, good travel stitching, and the roof. So just a neutral on both of those. Now today we'll go into plans, because that's all the whips / finishes. Well, it's the new start / finishes. That's all I have for the current. My plans are to start one more start today. Now the Whip Go draws this time were, what were they? 13, 19, and 5. So there's 3 this month because the free space in the middle was called. So when the free space is called, she picks 2, or she picks 1 more to cover that one. Now my board is all messed up because I put the numbers randomly and I put the designers randomly. So here we are. Now I have crossed out the Needle and I and the Stacy Nash because those are started. And the calls for me this time were 13 was Plum Street, which I have Heritage Sampler. That's going. So I crossed that one out because it's not a new start and I will be working on it this week. And then the other one was Long Dog. And I have one going, the Fish and Ships. So I pulled that one out. I'll be working on that this week. So I crossed those out. Now the only open one was number 5, and that was Summer House Stitchworks, and it's right here. Summer House. So I have nary a bingo or whip go. But the start I have, move this around, the start I have is Summer House Stitchworks. Now I have 2, they're not complete sets because I didn't care for all of them, but I have 2 series that are in my collection. It is the Fragments of Time 2023, and I'll go through those, and then the Fragments in Time 2017 right here. So I'll go through these real quickly and then show you what I got. So this is from last year. Oh, let me see. I want them in order. I messed them up because I couldn't decide, and so I had my son pick for me which one to start. So So here's in order. Okay, 1, 2, I believe, yeah. No, this is 3. I'll get to 2 in a minute. That's the one I'm starting. This is 3, 4, 5. Which one did I not get? I got all of these. I liked all of these. 6, 7. See, it's hard to decide. And 8. Look at that sailboat. So I asked him to pull one from here, and he pulled number 2. So this is the one I'm starting. It's a Christmassy type one, and I'm going to do it on 20 count. Oh, it's the Vintage Country Mocha. It'll come. I need to pull out. I started something here. Need to pull that out, but I'm going to give it a good iron, and then I'll start it. But I'm going to start that one today to fulfill that tab and have that done. So number 2. Now the other one that I was going to start was Fragments in Time 2017, and I didn't pick this to choose from because they're all charted in Gentle Arts, and there's not a DMC conversion. So there's DMC on conversion on 2023. So I'll just show you these briefly. This is number 1. I love the colors. 2, 3, 4. So pretty. 5. I didn't care for 6, so I didn't get that one. That's 7 and 8. The colorway on these, the yellow, excuse me, allergens. The yellow and the blue and the green. I mean, there's just so pretty. Orangey yellow, maybe. They're just so pretty. Like this one. Look at that flower. So fun. So I will be converting these according to the picture, not the number on the back. Oh, I hope I didn't show you that. The picture. I will be converting those at another time. But in the meantime, I will start the reindeer. This is Berlin wool work, so I guess it's, I need to go online and see. But I will stitch these as pillows for my dough bowl. I need to show y'all my dough bowl at some point. Other plans. Let's see here. That's the immediate start today. Move it along May. I'll be working on whips for the whole month. So you'll see a good variety. I hope to be bringing, oh, I was going to show you that. Be bringing some back that haven't been seen in a while. I did the tiny decisions. I put everything in, got it updated. Looky here. Look at all those little bitty pieces of pie. I got all those. You can see my window, sorry. So there are 36 pieces of pie. And I will be spinning those and working accordingly. I have Long Dog, Fish and Chips to work on, and Heritage, 2 of my favorite stitches, although all of them are my favorite, really, aren't they? What else? Immediate today, Long Dog, Fish and Chips, Summer House. I think that's it. Now, I did put on the wheel. Hopefully it won't come soon, but I did put on there new start because I have a new start coming. I think I told you about it. It's the Stitching with Sandi, our group, or the Zoom group. She has a Zoom group. Go over and watch her video. She will tell you all about it. But we're starting the the animal crackers. I'm going to pick just an animal cracker, anyone we want, and stitch on it together. And so show our progress through the Zoom calls. The Zooms are twice a month, the second and fourth Sunday, and she has all the information. Get with her. Would love to see you there. So we're going to start that, and then so I have that. That will be probably the only start, unless I spin the wheel and it lands on new start. I put that in there just for fun. I don't know what I would start. I'm hoping it doesn't show up this first week. But if it does, that's fine. I've got several flagged. I mean, you've seen the last several flip throughs, and I've got several of those flagged, so I can definitely pick one of those. What else? I think that's it. I think so. So I hope y'all have a great, the question of the week. I have a stitchy question this time. If you have a favorite color of DMC, what is it? I just thought it's a stitchy question of the week. We may do non-stitchy or do stitchy question every other week or so. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just for fun. So, what is your favorite DMC color? Actually, it doesn't matter if it's DMC or not. What is your favorite floss color? How about that? DMC or fancy, whatever. Or anchor, either one. Let me know your favorite floss color. Currently, and it can change, currently my favorite floss color is 3765. It's a beautiful blue. I like blues. I like pinks. I like all the colors, but right now 3765 is a beautiful blue that I'm working with. I've enjoyed. It's pretty. So let me know your favorite floss color. And I think that's all. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful week. Stay safe. Watch out for the weather. Happy stitching. And I'll see you in the comments. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are just so sweet and special. And I'm so thankful for y'all. I'll see you soon.